Hello, hello, fellow AVIAPRENEURS from all over the world. What a beautiful weather here in Dubai today. This is Adnan Branbo, and this is a new episode from AVIAPRENEURS. Today, I have a very special guest, someone who made a very innovative startup that all of us use in the aviation industry, Mr. Evgeniy Chuprov. Good morning, Evgeny.
Good morning, and thank you, Adnan, for your invitation for this podcast.
Thank you very much for joining me. Evgeny is an executive and aviapreneur who has more than 15 years of experience in the aviation industry. He's from Russia, and he started his aviation career in Vnukovo Airport until he was a chief duty manager of the airport. He worked then as a key account manager for various business aviation companies. Until in 2014, he came up with a very innovative idea and he established Avia Pages, the online marketplace which connects private jet operators with their clients and their suppliers. He's still the CEO of Avia Pages, and recently he joined Mirai Flights as non-executive board member. Thank you, Evgeny, for your time. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're having a great day like we are here in Dubai.
Yeah, thank you. The weather is good, and the mood is good. So let's start. It's very interesting.
Welcome, my friend. So Avia Pages, what a very interesting name. I'm sure you got the name from Yellow Pages, the directory we have been using for so many years. Looking at the website and being a user of it myself, I see that you combined the platform marketplace business model with Yellow Pages advertising business model, and you applied both of them to the aviation industry, to the business aviation industry. How did you come up with this idea?
The initial idea of Avia Pages was started when I've been working like a key account manager with TNK-BP and with other guys from Russia. And the problem was when I've been working for them is information. I tried to find the information when we flew with my clients to different destinations all over the world. And I tried to find the information about FBOs, about operators, about some other services like catering. And it was a pain. I tried, I had to Google a lot, and I finalized the idea when I've been working for DST Group. It's the owner and the head guy of this is Yuri Milner, and he's one of the best Russian investors in IT in Silicon Valley. So he flew a lot all around the world, and he didn't use paper at all. So everything what I had to prepare to him, it had to be electronic way. Mm-hmm. So no papers in the office, no papers between us, no papers at all. And for example, when I prepared the briefing, I had to find the special point on the Google map where FBO is and send the link. And it was a pain, and I decided, so I have the special IT, I learned for IT and had my magistry with IT. And let's get back to my university and try to combine my knowledge in IT and my knowledge in business aviation. And I spoke to my partner, Alex. He also a guy who connected to IT, and I asked him, do you like to do something interesting with business aviation? And he said, okay, let's do. If you didn't try, you even will not understand is it a good idea or not. And we decided just to do. It was 2014. And coming back to your question about Avia Pages, I would say that initially it was a Skygex, and our main company which we collect the money, and our head company still Skygex. We just bought this Avia Pages domain, and we decided just to try it. We decided if Avia Pages will not be succeed, we just change the name to another project, and we will start. It's like a Skygex with some different ideas, but you know, with Avia Pages, we decided not to do so, and now it's like it is now.
So the name worked, and it was received in a very good way by the aviation industry.
I think the name is good because it allows us not to focus on one sphere. For example, not to focus only on FBO, not to focus only on operators or brokers. It allows us to focus on the whole industry. And thanks to my ex-partner, and thanks to my friend Yuri Zun, he was a good guy who helped us to build a good brand. You know, I know that that it was a great job which he did, and now Avia Pages, it's a good brand, I think.
Interesting, very interesting. You just mentioned that you contacted one of your clients and an investor to help you start Avia Pages. It's very well known around the world that it's not very easy for aviation businesses to make money and to reach profitability. So was it easy for you to get an investment? I mean, it's not easy to raise funds for aviation businesses and for airline. How was your experience with that?
For Avia Pages, we didn't get the investments. It just was an idea when I touched my client. So, but if we're speaking about it generally, about investments, now I can say, like a board member of Mirai, and I can say that it's not so easy to get the money for aviation industry at all, because you know it's a low profitable. It's a very special sphere, and not a lot of people even understand how the aircraft flying. But if we're speaking about investments in aviation industry, it's very very hard to get. Even in Russia, where investment market is good market, I would say. And right now it's good time to get investments in Russia, but for aviation, it's not so easy.
So you relied on your own income, and you relied on the business you were generating for Avia Pages to grow it and to sustain it, correct?
Yes, with Avia Pages, it was, you know, years to get the profitability. It got years. You know, I would say first 6 years it was in the minuses. It was in the minuses, and we just the main my idea was, and what I can say right now, just to keep our model. You know, through these 10 years which we prepared and we're doing Avia Pages, we saw a lot of different IT projects which were started, and then they were closed. And I think the main problem with all these projects is that they didn't keep the model. You know, if you do not keep your model, you can't understand, is it working or not? Because if you tried and few people said to you, no, it's not finished. You know, when we started Avia Pages to sell Avia Pages in 2014, I think we had about 100 no in a month. No, wow. No. It's not interesting for us. No. You know, so the first money came after. I think the first money I remember it was about €300 came up only after 4 months selling 300 euro. It's, you know, if we're speaking about my brokerage or experience, or my experience like a key account manager, it's nothing, you know, but we need to invest every day. We have the IT guys, developers, we have content managers. We had to invest every day. And this is like a production line. You can't stop. If you stop, you will lose the temp. You will lose the ability to understand your client and to innovate. So you need the people who every day develop the product. Just finished 30 minutes ago, just finished the meeting with our guys. So we once again we talking to each other the new ideas, what we are going to innovate. So it's not easy way, but every time when I try the new business, I try to say all the people, keep the model. If you do not, if you are sure that it's not working, okay, you can change it. But until the first guy you will pay, you even do not understand, is it working properly or not?
So you did not take no for an answer. All these investors you have pitched to, and you had all these rejections, and you still continued, and you were persistent. I imagine the situation was the same with the clients, the operators, and with the suppliers, the vendors, and the service providers. Because as we all know that change is hard. People don't accept change easily, and you need special skills and a special kind of management to be able to manage that change and to make them accept the new revolutionary technology you are introducing to the industry. So how did you manage that change resistance? Who were the first clients you talked to and you could convince to join Aviapages?
Initially, it was the idea to make some concurrence, some contender to Avianode, but you know, very soon we realized that it's not possible totally to make the same system, and it's not people, they do not need it. So then we started to gather the information, and we tried to sell the information. But you know, the first clients, they were just friends. You know, it's normal, I think. Yes. Because the normal business, and when the people trust you, you know, when the people trust you, they can make you, you know, like a favor, that your ideas and what you do is a good ideas, and the people who support you, your friends in the industry, who just believe that your passion and your skills and your energy can change something. They supported me, and you know, it's a big pleasure for me, and I really would like to say them thank you for their support, and for using our products on the first steps, because the first steps they were the most important for us. But then slowly but surely we developed the product. We asked the people what they would like to see in our project, and it was very interesting how we started our one of the major products right now, which we right now developing, and we selling to big operators in Europe, and for example, more than 400 aircraft right now flying in Europe based on our flight route calculator, you know, via API. So we just came to Riga, and the guys from Riga said, okay, this is the great service via web, but can you provide this to our system directly? We said, right now we can't do it, but do you need it? Yes, I like to see it in our system, and I'm ready to pay. Just do it. We came back to Chisinau to speak to our developers and said, guys, we need it through the API. We need to sell this data through the direct channels. They said, okay, 1 month. We did it in 1 month, and then we sold it to the first client. And right now, so I would say just speak to the people. You know, one of the first my partners, when I asked him how you resolved this situation or that situation, he just said to me, just speak to the people, just talk. That's it. You need to laugh and talk and try to find what people need. And this is the great idea.
Wow, it's a very nice approach. I really like what he told you, and I very much agree with you and him. And I highly respect the great efforts, the great time, and the investment you have made into making this startup, because now listening to your story, I see it was not an easy job at all. So I imagine that the person who is able to do this and to achieve this is a dreamer, is someone who always wanted to make a change in this world and then applied his skills and his education to the industry he has experience with. So did you always wanted to be in aviation? Did you always dream of changing this industry and making a big contribution to it?
You know, about aviation, I've been growing in Vnukovo, yeah, and my father, he is flight dispatch. My mother, she was an engine engineer, but you know, as in Russia in 2002, when I finished my school, the aviation was on a low positions, and I finished the building university, IT sphere. But anyway, when I've been studying, I'd like to have my own money, and I started to work in airport, and that's why I said to my father that I'm back to aviation, you know, from the building industry. Then no worries at all inside myself. So then I decided that aviation, it's my sphere, and I like it very much, and I know a lot of people, and my father, he helped me a little bit with all these connections, and a lot of guys who I studied in school, they my friends, and they are working in different companies in Russia. So, but if we're speaking about dreaming, my dream was started to come true when I was, I would say I retired from brokerage. You know, the brokerage in Russia, it requires a lot of energy and a lot of you know, permanent connection to the client. You need to be online 24/7. I decided not to build a new company with the managers, because when I realized that I do not have passion for the brokerage anymore, I can't teach people. It's impossible. When I do not have the energy inside for brokerage, how can I build the company about brokerage? And then it was very hard. You know, it was 2 years when I tried to find the ideas, try to find myself what I would like to do in business aviation, but not connected to brokerage, not connected to the operator side. What I can do, something, what new I can do for this sphere, and how I can use myself the best way. It wasn't easy, but you know, I think it was the greatest years for the project, the greatest years, because based on these years, now I'm sure that if I have some problems, or if I have some issues with my projects, I just need to stop. I just need to stop operating. I just need to stop the time to think, to concentrate with this, and to feel my brain with new ideas. Yeah. So because if you are inside the operations, if you are with operations every day, there is no any capacity for new ideas. You just need to be online. Online. It's impossible for new ideas to come.
I fully understand.
That's the main and most interesting idea which I try to use right now when I need to do something new.
I fully understand. I fully agree. So currently in your capacity as the founder and CEO of Avia Pages, and you recently joined last year Mirai Flights as non-executive board member, do you consider that your aviapreneurial journey fulfilled? Do you consider that your mission in life is achieved, or do you still have many other achievements, many other projects in the pipeline to come?
Right now, with all this 10 years experience in business aviation, right now I understand that the automation in business aviation is very low. And when I started Avia Pages, I thought that we can change it very easy, because we understand how to do it, we know what to do, and we know the people. But it's not so easy. The people, they do not want change. They don't want changes. The operators, they just thinking about how to make the right capacity for the flight hours, and the brokers, they just thinking about the clients. To be clear, they don't think about innovations. They don't think about changing the world. They don't think about new ideas. They just need the money, and they need to make the service. Yeah, they need to make the service for the people. And the main changes between the main difference between to be the founder and CEO of Avia Pages and non-exec and board member in Mirai, that founder and CEO, it requires a lot of energy. You need to prove the people that your ideas, you need to prove the people that your service will come to the market and to make the changes. You need to make some team buildings with your team to make the good mood, and to speak to them, to get the new people, and to make all this building of the new company, not with some new model. It's easy for me, it's easy to build the new broker, what to do. But when you build something like IT product in business aviation, you just even don't know what to do. But when you are board member or non-exec director, you just come and share your experience. You can provide, still ideas like a water from the mountains. You can say to people, guys, you can try this, you can try that. You can use my experience. You can, for example, share my thoughts, my ideas, but I don't need to be involved in all this building and operations. And sometimes I would say that I can share much more interesting ideas with Mirai that I can produce in Avia Pages because of this flexibility and freedom.
What an interesting career, what an interesting achievement, and what a huge experience you have shared with us.
Thank you.
Before we finish, Evgeny, what one advice do you give to all the aviapreneurs out there in the world listening to us today?
I would like to say to people who would like to start the new projects and who would like to make something new, just to dream. You know, you have to dream. You must dream to make the new projects, and speak to more people. You know, share yourself with more people. I would say, if you are not asking for the help, if you're not asking for people for support, you will not build something new. Ask for support. People, they are great. People, they are great all over the world, and they will support you. Just start it and you will succeed.
So dream, talk to more people, and ask for support. 3 very valuable advice you have given to all of us today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evgeny.
That's right.
Thank you very much, your time. Pleasure to have you today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, fellow Aviapreneurs. We highly value your time today. I appreciate your follow-up for Aviapreneurs podcast. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Please do not hesitate to contact me anytime for any suggestion about guests or topics you would like us to cover here in Aviapreneurs podcast. Have a great day.